Hi, and this is a video about the time I had one of my more profound experiences in real time. So it wasn't, um, a, well, I guess it was a vision, but it was in the exterior world. So it's not something that I saw with closed eyes. It happened early hours of the morning. I just finished a night shift, so I can't say whether it's because I did a night shift that maybe my hypnagogic response of my brain could have influenced a little, but it was showing me something amazing. Um, I'll just get right to the bit of it. After having a bath, I was all ready to go to bed, and this was around 6:30 in the morning, and this was about 5 years ago. Now, ooh, I usually see this light, but this ball of what I know as energy was just doing its usual things. But then I decided, right, I'm going to look at it, stare at it I usually do, but I did it with such intensity because I started to see little, like, flecks of it, like it was just pulsating like that. Then I noticed there was like a lot of different styles of colours. It was rather iridescent, and it just caught me. Like I was in a little bit of awe, just a little bit, just like, wow, okay. Then it started to move around the room, and it just started to sort of like become more of an orb and have things moving around it. And I thought, okay, this is showing me something more than I thought it would. And so then I decided to relax into it and just go, all right, let's just rest. And weirdly enough, I look to my right, and there's like this. I don't know whether it's because the image was coming from the inner and it projected itself on the outer very significantly. Because usually these, it's kind of like like a mushroom trip. The brain's able to do some crazy stuff. So it managed to grab my surroundings in such a way and played with them. But this one, it was like an arm coming from the wall, and it was like a skeletal a hand, and as it came from the wall, it kind of coaxed me into it. So it was like, where are you going? You got to pay attention to this, or rather, that's how I analyzed it anyway. And what I ended up doing was I got a little freaked out. I will tell you the truth. I didn't know whether it wanted me to go into the wall or just to carry on paying attention. So I just paid attention because I didn't think I wanted to head first into the wall. I was tired. I didn't want to get out of bed. Anyway, so as I paid attention or carried on paying attention, the image changed into a sort of like a rectangular sort of shape. And it was sort of strange because it was like a silhouette. It became like a silhouette. So the image that I needed to pay attention to was black, but the background was white. So it was quite cool in that respect. And it was of an old man looking out into the distance. So he was looking up at something like above him, and then he kind of sank down into these sort of like waters, and I was kind of like, right, okay. And then he came back up from the waters as a baby. There was no direct, like there was no distinction from. Oh, what was it? What's the word? The point was it was very like a silhouette. You can't make out detail. That's what I was looking for. So the detail was it was just a form of an old man going down into the water. Next second, up as a baby. And then I thought, okay, I didn't know how to take that, but I immediately thought reincarnation, like the hand, the skeletal hand, going through into another realm, and you go through the waters of forgetfulness in the next life as an old man, come out as a baby. So it's like a reincarnation, and then I came to that conclusion a day afterwards because obviously you need sleep. It's a night shift. You sleep during the day, and I had to write this down. But yes, it left me bewildered a little bit, and this is the first time I've made a video or anything about it. But I wrote it down as I do in the journals as such. But I started to look into like Buddhist theory on the Buddhist analogy of reincarnation, samsara, the wheel of life sort of thing, and yeah, it made sense. I mean, to see it visually, it could have come from inside, like an awareness of that, and you never know, it could have acted itself in a like a psychological way of being psychedelic, yet from no influence of anything but lack of sleep. I mean, we all know about those lack of sleep having an effect on our psyche. You know, that crazy 3 o'clock moment where everyone goes a little bit crazy. But it having this effect on me, which was something, because I did night shifts for a long time. I think about 4 or 5 years. So it's not like it was, oh, I was only just done night shifts, but shift rotation. So that was real profound. But yeah, strange one, eh? Thanks for listening anyway.